Was a bright star in our community.
Right now, community leaders are remembering the life and impact of a prominent voice in the 2020 protest movement seeking justice for Breonna Taylor. The coroner's office has confirmed well-known Louisville activist Chris Wells completed his life yesterday.
Tonight, family and friends are in mourning and talking to Isaiah Kim Martinez. And Isaiah, what are they telling you? He was so high profile at many of the events here in Louisville over the past 2 years.
Absolutely, Doug. Shay, community leaders are remembering his leadership and the message he stood for. That's as just weeks ago, Chris Wells stood right in the heart of downtown Louisville, once again finding himself at the microphone for those who wanted to listen. This photo, taken at Jefferson Square Park on the first week of August, gives you a sense of what Chris Wells dedicated much of his life to over the last 2 years.
He was very strategic. He was one that understood the moment.
They show Wells alongside other activists sharing their thoughts after 4 officers were federally charged in the Breonna Taylor case. Wells is well known for helping lead numerous protests through downtown Louisville in 2020. And since then, he's never been afraid to voice his demands for reform.
We're still out here a whole year later, still fighting for this.
This interview from May of 2021 came as he called on Mayor Greg Fisher and Chief of Police Erica Shields to hold community meetings about possible policy changes.
Within those voices, you've got to have someone that has the heart of the community, and Chris had that.
After learning of Wells's passing, we spoke with Pastor Tim Finley, Reverend Stachel Bussey, and Louisville Urban League CEO Sadiqa Reynolds about the legacy he leaves behind.
To find what makes your heart beat, to work hard toward it, and even when you don't feel like people see you, you keep showing up.
I hope that we remember his strength. I hope that we remember his courage.
Reynolds calling Wells's death a tragic consequence of a community not feeling wanted or valued.
So many have been impacted by the system in this case and decisions people have made.
Something that started in 2020 and continues to have this reverberation or this ripple effect.
Court records show Wells was due in court in October for 2 different cases of protest-related charges from 2020. Reynolds and Finley are both encouraging anyone needing mental health assistance to seek out help.
There's a lot of collective trauma and need for healing in our community, period.
And Reynolds told me she had been in contact with Wells just about a week ago as he was working with the Urban League to get help. Now, news conference is scheduled in Jefferson Square Park tonight at 6 o'clock. Live here in the newsroom, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
Isaiah, thank you so much. Well, during the protest, people turned emotion into action. But now that the streets are relatively quiet, it's time to check in on one another. During 2020, a Facebook group was started to help activists in the area. Therapist for Protester Wellness is hoping to create an easier access to mental health services. The network is made up of more than 50 mental health professionals from all across the Kentuckiana area. And if you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, help's available right now. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The new number is 988. It is open 24/7. Just call that number on your screen.